All right. So I'm just going to jump right into it, guys. So I got a lot to talk about. Let me real quick. Okay. So before I start, if at any point you can't hear what I'm saying, you can't see what I'm saying, speak up, okay? Post in the chat, but probably speak up would be the best way. Don't be afraid. It's not your fault. Your internet sucks. You don't even know if it's your internet. It might be my internet, okay? So, like, Zooms are going to be a big part of all of our futures, for a while now. So let's just normalize hey, if I can't hear what coach is saying, I'm going to tell him because he wants me to hear him. And if I can't see what coach is talking about, then I should tell him because he wants me to see it. Okay. So just get that right out of the way right at the start. Okay. So hopefully everyone is seeing offensive presentation Cabrillo football. Okay. If you can't see it, speak up. If you can see it, you don't have to say anything. Perfect. Okay. So right from the start, okay, I want you to think a little bit differently about offensive football. Okay. Now, it doesn't matter how much knowledge you have about offensive football, how much experience. I just want you to think in terms of forming an identity, okay? And that's really what this introduction is all about. What is Cabrillo football's offensive identity? Not what our playbook is, not what's our favorite play, not what are we going to do, run or pass? None of that matters, okay? Because truly great teams don't all run. They don't all pass. They don't all run, blast on 1st and 10 or blast pass on 2nd and 3. You know what I'm saying? There's not a single play or playbook that is the best for football. Okay, if there was, everybody would be running that stuff. Okay? What truly great teams have in common is they bond and commit to principles that kind of transcend or go over anything else. So we could run blast. We could run dive. We could run 28 fire, right? I just made that up. Doesn't matter what we run if we hold to these 4 things. Number 1, we're going to play smart, okay? That's number 1 with a bullet for us, okay? And playing smart has 2 parts. Number 1, we got to play smart for us, meaning I know what I'm doing when I go on that field, okay? I know what I'm doing when I'm on the field. Well, I know the position I'm playing, I know where I'm supposed to line up, and I know what I'm supposed to do on a given play, okay? If it's red and I'm playing center, I know I've got to snap the ball, and then I've got to go freaking double team a guy, right? I've got to go block, okay? If I'm playing quarterback, okay, coach calls a pass play, I know I've got to read the defense, right? And I've got to, make the best pass available. That's playing smart. Knowing what you are doing and knowing what we are doing, us. Because it's not 1 versus 11 out there. It's 11 versus 11. So we got to know we all got to be on the same page. That's the first half of playing smart, okay? Second half of playing smart, what the heck are those guys on the other side of the ball doing, okay? Because we ain't just playing on air. We got to know what the defense is going to do to try to stop us, okay? Because we want to score. They do not want us to score, obviously, right? Goes without saying. So playing smart, when it comes to them, is reading the defense and adjusting based on what we see, okay? If, just very basic example, all right? If coach calls a run play, we get on the field and all 11 are on the line of scrimmage and all our wide receivers are uncovered, we're not going to run a dang run play, right? Because that's not what the defense is giving us. No matter how much we want to run the run play, we've got to play smart, Okay, so very basic example. You got to read the defense if you truly want to play smart. Okay, because I can promise you this. I can't guarantee you what we're going to run, but I can guarantee you that we're going to play smart. So if that means running the ball 100 times because that's what the defense gives us, that's what we're going to do. That means passing the ball 100 times because that's what the defense gives us. That's what we're going to do because we're going to play, coach, and be smart. Okay. Second thing, play hard. All right. Easiest way to be a contributor on this team is to give 100% effort. And that's all three phases, okay? In the classroom, on the practice field, and in the game, okay? Because if you slack off in the classroom, you ain't going to be eligible. So it doesn't matter how hard you play on the practice field into the game because you're going to be sitting on the bench, right? You're not even going to be on the bus going to the game. So that's number one. Number two, you got to play hard on the practice field because if you do not prepare 100%, then you're not going to be as good on game day. Okay? Because if I don't give it everything I have to prepare for an opponent, then I'm going to fail even if I try my hardest. Think of it this way. If I don't study for a test at all, even if I try my absolute hardest on that test when it comes, I'm still not going to do well, even though I gave it 100% effort the day up. Okay? It's a whole process, guys. And then finally, playing hard on the field under the lights, right? Third thing, remember, it's 11 on 11. We play as a team. We play for each other, play for our coaches, we play for our community, and most importantly, we play for the guys on the field, okay? Not everybody is going to play football, all 4 years. Heck, now, most of you are not going to play after the 4 years are done, but I certainly didn't. But I have friendships that lasted a lifetime, so you got to play for each other. Last thing, have fun. It's a game, guys. It's a game we all choose to play or coach. Got to remember to have fun. So very quickly, I'm going to go into one of our formations. I'm going to show you the 4 defenses we might face, and then I'm going to show you our very first install play. So, got to go to this and new share. All right. Everyone should be seeing Huddle. Does everybody see Huddle? Huddle playbook? If you see it, don't say anything. If you don't see it, say something. Perfect. This is spread, guys. This is our basic, very first formation, okay? Formation number 1. So we've got a QB under center. We've got the offensive line with wide splits, okay? We've got 3-foot splits here. We've got 4-foot splits here. Why? Because we want to spread that defense out. 2 wide receivers on each side of the ball. They're both called wide receivers because they're going to pretty much do the same thing, all right? How do we tell them apart? Well, there's the play side wide receiver, and then there's the backside wide receiver. How do we know who the play side receiver is? Well, if we're running to the right, then the play side receiver is going to be on the right, okay? We go into the backfield. We've got our B-back right here. That's going to be our dive back. That's going to be our battering ram, right? That's 4th and 1. We need the freaking yard. Who are we giving it to? That dude right there. Boom. B-back. Dive back. Give him the dang rock and watch him crush some people, all right? Then on either side of him, we've got the slot backs, okay? Think of those guys as running backs, fullbacks, H-backs, wide receivers. They're doing a little bit of everything. Okay, they're lining up on either side of the B-back, and they're going to block. They might catch the ball. They might run the ball, right? Jack of all trades, okay? So that's spread. Now let's talk about defenses, okay? Really, really quickly. So when we talk about defenses, there are 4 main defenses that I'm going to talk about. Okay. Number 1, it's just because it's the first one I'm starting with, not it's the number 1 defense. Under. Okay. This is an under defense. All right. Now, Coach, how am I supposed to know that's an under defense? I mean, you told me, sure, but how do I know in the game? Well, yeah, 4 food groups, right? These are the main, these aren't all the defenses you're ever going to see, but these are the 4 main ones, okay? More often than not, these are the 4 ones you're going to see. Okay, so, Coach, I know it's an under because you just told me it's an under. But when I get out in the game, how the heck am I going to know? Real simple, guys, real simple. And a lot of this is going to happen with the center and the quarterback, okay? So these guys are really going to have to play smart. They're going to look. Is the center covered? Meaning, is there a dude on the center? No, there is not a dude on the center. So that means it's either an under or an even. Those are 2 of the main food groups for defenses. Now, how do I know that this is an under and not an even? Well, I got to look at the second level. Second level is linebackers, and I got to count the inside linebackers. So how do I know which ones the inside linebackers are? Inside linebackers are linebackers that are inside the tackle box, right? This right here, boom, tackle box, right? These guys right here are outside the tackle box. They're outside backers. Inside backers are inside the tackle box. So 2 inside backers makes it an under. So just to reiterate, guard is uncovered. It's either an even or an under. 2 inside linebackers, that's an under defense, okay? Let's go to the next one. Odd. Next food group is odd. So first thing we're doing, we're looking at the center. Is he covered? Yes. There's a dude on him. So now it's either an odd or a stack, okay? So how do we know whether or not it's an odd or a stack? Well, odd because there are 2 inside linebackers, okay? How do we know it's not a stack? Because these linebackers are not stacked on the linemen, okay? What does stack mean? It means they are lined up directly on the same line, okay? So that's an odd defense. Even, we already talked about that one, right? When we're talking about unders, guard, the center is uncovered. It's either an even or an under. There's only 1 inside linebacker, so we know that is an even defense. And then we've got the bear. All right. This is, hey, this defense is like, hey, we know what you guys like to do, right? You guys like to give it to that B-back and try to freaking, use your battering ram to storm the gates. Well, we're going to run into a bear. How do we know it's a bear? Center's covered, guards are covered. If we've got a dude on a guard, we've got a dude on a center, we've got another dude on a guard, that's the bear defense, okay? Now I'm going to finish with showing you one play. And this is red left under against an under defense, okay? This is where knowing what defense it is matters, okay? Because if I drew this up against an odd, we're going to block it a different way, and we're going to run it a different way, okay? So we got to play smart. We got to know what we're doing. We're running red, and we've got to know what they're doing. They're running under. Both are equally important sides of the coin, okay? So this is just our triple option, guys, okay? We've got the lineman, right, blocking against the under defense. We've got a scoop. We've got a scoop to the inside backer. We've got a double team on this tackle. We've got this play side tackle up in the alley, getting whoever shows first. We've got this play side slot back up in the alley, getting whoever shows first. Wide receiver block, wide receiver block. Now we're talking about the triple option, quarterback. Got some decisions to make, okay? First decision, do I give it to this B-back or do I keep it? All right? Who's going to help him make that decision? The end. All right? You guys know this. We've done some stuff like this before. And if the end crashes hard, if he's like, I'm going to go tackle that B-back, I'm going to go be a hero. Then the quarterback is going to keep the ball and is going to run along this dotted path. Okay? If that end stays or goes outside, we're going to give it to that B-back. The B-back's going to batter ram us, go, 4 or 5 yards, all right? Some dirty, hard 1 yards, okay? Now, quarterback has the ball, okay? Because this guy crashed. Quarterback has the ball. Now he's running against number 2, okay? This is the outside backer in this instance. Won't always be the outside backer. So if the outside backer decides to go tackle the quarterback, then he's going to pitch it. He's going to throw the ball to this slot back who's running in a pitch relationship, okay? So that's the triple option. It's called the triple option because we got 3 options. We're either going to freaking ram it down their throats with the B back, we're going to freaking trick them and run it with our quarterback, who's going to be a heck of an athlete, or we're going to toss it out to our slot back, one of our jack of all trades, who's going to go get us a touchdown, okay? That's the offense, guys. If you have any questions, ask now. Hey, there's no questions. That's my time. So it's Coach G's up next. So I'm going to mute my.
Appreciate that, Coach Lyon. That was solid. So that just gives you an overview. And like I said, we're going to have that for you to look at, and we will just keep introducing it to you. We'll do the same thing on defense, and then a little bit more on offense, and a little more on defense. So that's how we will work through our time together. So I've got a video. You're not going to be able to hear this. I need to figure out why I have a video problem, but it's going to be it is on the Google Classroom. And this is going to take you through the agility drills that I would like you to video this weekend, right? That's also due Monday at noon. And so I know you won't see this, but what happened to my head? Yeah. That cute little 10-year-old daughter of mine is still working the camera. So I do have a head. It's still there. So I'm going to take you through about 3 or 4 drills, little forward, backward stuff, little bit on the side shuffle. And so you can watch this on the Google Classroom, and it'll take you through there, and you'll be able to hear it. So after you do that, I would really like to see you just tape yourself in your stance, and whatever your stance is, if it's offense or defense, you could do multiple. And that's what I would look forward to, coaching your stance off of your film. So as long as you can get everything in order, you can meet all the deadlines, then you will have earned the opportunity to be coached off your film. So you get that in Monday at noon, with making sure everything else is in. Then you'll be able to get coached off your film. So I think you guys are understanding how you get back in the Google Classroom if you're not there. I will email this whole group. I will email everybody with the what it is that you need to do to get back in that Google Classroom. We have a internet issue. All right, that'll take us to the weekend. I appreciate you guys stopping in and spending some time with us.
Have a good weekend, guys.
Thanks, Coach.
Take care, guys.
Thank you, Coach.
You got it.
Coach. All right. See you guys later. Thank you.
We'll see you guys.
Coach.
What's up, Mark? We'll see you, huh?
Yes.
Open the grill. Very cool, Shane.
Yeah. I
I
went a
hate-
little long, but yeah.
That's okay. That Shane, more you're really good.